Piano Style 100 here. My first instrument was a Silvertone Sears guitar. It was around 68. My dad taught me how to play on the little E string. Those guitars were hard to play, but I stuck with it. Doing that's kind of slow. That's from the claw. Okay, but anyways, it sounded okay. I don't know if this guitar's in perfect tune. So I'm going to turn my little Casio CPK 4200 on, and I'm going to hit an E. You know, it occurred to me, I was sitting there thinking, what about if somebody wanted to do an interval? Okay, and you know, they wanted to do an interval, and say they were doing a song like a blues song, and they wanted to know where the third was. Okay, well, of course they can find it by accident. Okay, that's obvious, but um, but if you want to do a song like "Summertime," and I don't know exactly how the song goes. I haven't really. It's something like that. Okay, I'm kind of playing like a bass. Okay, so anyways, the idea is there. So now, if I want to say I'm doing a training video or something like that, okay, or I'm watching somebody do something, and they say sing the minor third, okay. Well, let's say you can go, okay. Is that it? One child. Okay. Or okay, that's that green sleeves thing. Okay, so you get that. So now, what about if you wanted to find a minor third and you didn't know how to find a minor third? Okay, and that's pretty obvious that it's really easy not to know how to find a minor if you're not familiar with your instrument. And as time goes on, you get more. Okay, so if we're trying to find, like, say, an A minor, okay, an A minor would have not the A C sharp, but the A C, because that'd be a minor third. And the way you do this, though, and so we might as well get on this right now. The A scale, everything revolves around the A scale, whether you're talking about E minor 7 flat 5, or some of those jazz chords like you play in Georgia. You must have you must know, or you should know, and hopefully you'll know after this, that and the camera's going like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking to a camera, but get the gist. But if I do an A minor something, okay, I know that I've got a minor third, but the minor third is not on any scale but the A scale, because we're talking about A minor, okay? So if I think A minor, I know I have to have a flatted third. Remember that. All minors, as far as I know, whether it's all those strange ones like natural minor, harmonic minor, melodic minor, jazz, this minor, and so forth, as far as I know, they all have the first 5 notes the same. Okay, they're going to have the 1, the 2, the flat 3, and the 4, 5. Okay, so if you had A minor and you wanted to know what is the minor third, because almost all blues basically don't have a minor third right in here, like an A. Okay, it's just a cheap nylon guitar I have. It's called a Honer, and I rescued it from a pawn shop, fixed it all up and everything. Okay, but a minor third, you have to think, first of all, I wasn't intending to make this a so much of a lesson about basic theory. But the thing is this is stuff that sometimes gets forgotten, and we you know, I didn't know a lot of this until, oh, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago. Even though I had been playing for probably 40 plus years, numerous instruments. Okay, but if you hit this, you did this, I did this. If you did this, you're getting this sound here, which that's the minor third. Okay, so if you want to know why that's the minor third, let's proceed for a second and know that you've got to go by, let's go by the first 5 notes of a minor scale. Okay, it's not so easy to see it in C because C is all the white notes, but you can see it happen real quick. Because if you go C, D, E, F, G, you know that you've got 5 notes there. And what you do is you think of that as a major scale, which it is, okay? And it goes C, D, E, F, G. And the third one is always flatted. So 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. So if you want to know the flat 3 of something, you take the third and you flat it. Okay, we've kind of driven that home. But what happens when it's not something as simple as, say, a E flat? Say you did not know, I don't know why my battery saver, it is really getting me. Okay, so say you did not know that the C sharp, or you did not know the A scale, because you're looking for A minor. Okay, now of course you do know this. Okay, you do know that. Most people know that. They know some form of it. It's an A minor. Okay, it's an A minor. I'm trying to get everything out of the way, but it's an A minor. And so what happens is you actually got that built in. Okay, because everything is built in on the chords. You actually have almost like a college degree right there sitting right in the chords. You don't realize it. Okay, but anyways, if you apply it, yes, well, you know what I'm talking about. You can get a lot of information just looking at your guitar, knowing and being familiar with the instrument. So this is A. This note's A because if you look at it, this is an octave. Okay. Okay. So we're good with that note. Okay. And we take this note right here because it's part of this right here. It's part of this right here. And we take that and we go, okay, that's something. We don't know what it is. Okay. Now you can go and you can figure out what these notes are here pretty easy. Okay. We can go up E, G sharp, A, and then that is actually a B flat. Okay, right there, and that's B, and that's C. Okay, you can do it all kinds of different ways. Okay, so you have a C. Now let's look at that. Let's first of all, we got to know what the A scale is. Okay, the A scale is, and there is a formula for this, but the A scale for the first 5 notes. We don't need a tail end of it. We're happy with the front end of this to get our thirds. We'll have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as I described. So you'll have A, B, C sharp, D, E, and I'll go ahead and play that. I just find a nice convenient place. You play it probably 8, 9, 10 different places. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go backwards with 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now this is the chord that we're going for, and we want to know why that's the chord. Okay, so if we're in an unfamiliar territory, we can figure it out. Okay, this is an A, B, C sharp. Because A, B, C sharp, D, E, that is the notes of a scale. So if this was a standard A, you'd be making it like this. It's a standard A. You know how you move You move it up from F, and that was one of the hardest chords for me to ever get. A nylon string guitar is really good for somebody that their hands haven't toughened up yet. C, okay, this is an F, okay? F, the notes are F, A, C, by the way. And then this is G, and that's G, B, D, okay? And this is A, and guess what that is? A, C sharp, E, okay? That's the 1, 3, 5. This is a really good way to show how chords are made. While we're at it, we'll just stop here for a second, and we'll say, okay, chord is F, A, C. What about if we were in E? Well, E, same thing. Okay? E, G sharp, B. That's 1, 3, 5. F, A, C is 1, 3, 5. G, G, B, D. I just realized a lot of people don't know this yet. So G, B, D, and this would be, you could go like this instead of G, B, D. You could go, this would be something in the flats. We won't go over that right now. But this one here is the one we're interested in. Okay? This right here is the A, C sharp, E. Okay? So that's how you can make a chord. And all we're doing is an A, C sharp, E, and again an A. We're matching that. Like that. Okay? Now, I want to take and make a minor out of it. Well, what I say, we're going to flat the third. All it means is go back. If you're on a piano, you go back to your left. Okay? So here we are. This is the A. Not very bluesy unless you put that kind of sound into it. An A7. And then I want to take this third and I want to flat it. Okay? So now everything else stay the same. So you have a 1, a flat 3, the 5, and again the 1, the octave. Okay? So 2 A's and E, and excuse me, two A's, the C, which is a flat 3, the E, which is the 5th, and again we can repeat there. Okay? Now, to get the blues sound, you want to have a 1, flat 3 in your scale. 1, flat 3, 4. Now, why is that the 4? Well, of course, you got to think about, you just modified that. I wasn't planning on going this way with this lesson, but I think it's important that people know what they're doing with their instrument. Okay? A, B, C sharp. Okay, we just modified that because essentially we have almost right built around this. Okay, chords are basically, for all practical purposes, they're built around the 1, 3, and some form of the 5. And then you get the special chords like 13ths and stuff like that by modifying them. But a basic chord, and you usually think of what's called triads. In nature, anything is 3 is a triad. I think anything in 2 is a dyad, what I've been calling it, tetrad, 4, and I'm not sure what a 5 is. I'm not really sure about a lot of that. But anyways, 1, 3, 5. So now we're going to go 1, flat 3, 5. Okay? Now we're kind of ready to play the blues, but we need to have a few more notes. 1, flat 3, 4, because everything is tuned in 4. So if I go here, this is G, C, G, A, B, C. If this was A would be A, B, C sharp, D. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's C, that would be C, F. And all the notes, C, D, E, F, all the notes, doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter what key it is, whether it's flats, sharps, or anything. It doesn't matter if it's F, if it's, say, F. Well, you have to go, F would be right here, for instance, okay? Or here. We'll do it here. You would have to go F, F, G, A, B flat. There you are. There's your 4th. Okay? So, if I, where was I? I got all boo-boo. Is that a word? No. Okay. Okay, so we're going back to getting the scale of the, we're modifying the A scale okay? And we're modifying it, and we're going to play the A blues scale, okay? And that's going to sound like this. Okay, anything like that, you know, just straight blues, okay? It's not minor blues. It's not minor blues. It is nothing but a major blues sound. But this is really odd because we're going to be playing. You can go two different ways. You can play it with a dominant. That's a dominant chord, or you can play it with play like kind of a minor sound here. Da, 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 da. And now right here, okay, we're going to go over the scale structure in a second because I'm going to try not to edit this to get it right up there. And that right there, if you go, you want to say, okay, I'm on the 5 chord. I want to know, I want to kind of resolve to that. Not resolve, but I'm going to be in my 5. Okay, we take that word out. Resolve is not our word. But you're basically, when you go to your 5 is going to come back to your 1. And in this case, your 5 in A would be E. So this is going to be one of those ones, and we're going to go E7. And so I made a little, I'm playing a blues. And I'm playing a blues scale over it, but I'm hitting this chord right here, which is not a minor sound. It's more what they call a dominant, but we're playing a minor third over it, okay? When you play a minor third over the dominant, you get a special sound, and it's part of the blues sound, okay? Okay, and so if we want to play the first 5 notes, which I've been dwelling on, let's get to it. 1, flat 3, 4, because I was showing you how the 4 works. You're right there. That's A, and that's A, and that's what's 4th of A. Okay, A, B, C sharp, D. You always think in terms of the major scale. Okay, A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, so now right there we have the 4th. And that's called a perfect 4th, by the way. When you hit say a root and the F, that's a perfect 4th. As I described to you, I think, of course I'm talking to the video camera again, but when I described to the viewers of this video, I described this and I said that that's a 4th, and I said it's a perfect 4th. That means you can't tell the quality of it. You can't tell, is it a minor or is it a major? Either one will work for it, okay? So this right here, this is part of the beauty of blues scale. 1, flat 3, 4, and then you want to have that flat 5, which is right here. Okay, now what if you wanted to stay on 1? You see this right here? When you do this right here, you see this movement right here? You see this movement right here? We go 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, and then of course flat 5. And guess what that does? It's an E, okay? Da, 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 da. And that's a good thing to you remember. And there's nothing wrong with humming something at all. Da, 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 da. You can kind of think in your mind. If you happen to play a piano or you play any other instrument, a 5-string banjo or something like that, that's a different story altogether because it's like tuned different. But your standard guitar, bass, doesn't matter, bass instrument, they are tuned in fourths. Except for this little bass is, of course, only 4 or 5 strings. But this right here is tuned in, a major third. How do I say that? Why do I know that's a major third? Prove it to me. Okay? Here it is. Here's the proof. If I was on G, it would be G, A,